Wall Street Pepe is up 31% today, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at what exactly is going on with a lot of people's maybe biggest mistake when it comes to pre-sale investing. Now guys, pre-sale investing is always risky, but Wall Street Pepe really cucked a lot of investors. Let's take a look at what exactly went on. However, it is up today. Okay, so we can see it's up 31% today, right? At a market cap of 5.2 million. The only problem is, guys, this thing has been down only for the past, ever since launch, right? It is down about 88% cheaper than its pre-sale price. It has been consistently getting dumped and has consistently been performing bad. It is, one of the worst projects to get into. A lot of people are calling them scammers. A lot of people are saying, oh, this is fake. This is a bullshit project, yada, 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 right? Now, some people are saying, they're bullish. This is the perfect time to dollar cost average in, right? They're building quietly during the bear market. But the thing is, I think a lot of people doesn't understand that, people never really understood that this project was, a project that just promised alpha chats, right? At the end of the day, yes, it had a lot of hype and it raised a lot of money, but the whole purpose of the project was to have a alpha chat. It was to be a part of the Pepe army, right? I know a lot of people obviously want to buy the token to, make more money, but the only thing that really happened with this project was, they have an alpha chat, but to join the alpha chat, you literally need like peanuts. I think at this point, it's like 50 cents maybe in Pepe to join the alpha chat. I think that's pretty stupid. I think that's pretty bullshit. I think the team really need to look at themselves in the mirror and go, what are we doing here? Okay. Now, we can even take a look at, some other stuff like the claim, right? And then even the staking or whatever. The staking is, I don't even think there is staking anymore. I think they took out staking. Yeah, so they took out staking, which was crazy. Their white paper as well, not promised, but said a lot of things like, we're going to have this chat, we're going to have that chat. And yeah, they have an alpha chat. I've never been in it, but they do have an alpha chat. And I'm not going to lie, what are we really doing here, right? It talks about staking, it talks about a bunch of other things, but I feel like a lot of things here just aren't being done. We got to also remember there was an insane amount of tokens that were distributed, right? Now, I don't know how much of this 75 million or whatever is still, worth 70 million, right? Depending on if they held the Ethereum, BNB, or whatever they used. If they still held that in crypto, they're probably down about 40-30%, right? So let's just assume they still have 50 million, 20%. That's 10 million, right? Staking rewards, where did that money go? Marketing budget, where's that money at, right? You have almost 40% of the marketing budget. It's easily a couple $1 million, right? Trading rewards as well. Where's that? Exchange liquidity, sure, right? But you start to wonder, where all this stuff going, right? Where's all the money, right? And, it does suck because a lot of investors, they lost a lot of money and, it is what it is. Now, we can see, watch close, Pepe's flipping from a project to a movement. And I mean, are they? I don't know. We can see, people are like, what's going on? It is. And they are, dropping hints about other updates, right? And, that is a thing that they're doing. We can see major vibe shift incoming. Pepe army is igniting. So hopefully that's a good thing. And, we could have maybe financial freedom or some stuff happening, which would be pretty bullish. I genuinely don't know. But, other than that, we can also see over here, Pepe army is cooking in the lab. The next chapter is already written. So, we're going to have to see. A lot of people are still saying, hey, this is terrible, this is bad, yada, 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 right? But we're going to have to see what happens. Now, guys, if you guys did go ahead and buy this, including myself, we were all, I don't know what to tell you guys, but the only thing we do is move on, go find other projects. There's always opportunities in the markets, and especially on red days like yesterday, there were some pretty good things to buy, right? So maybe it's time to move on and just, go on to the next, right? I'll still be covering this when I feel like, I need to, but just want to share with you guys my opinions on Pepe and what I think. So that's it for today, guys. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.